Trinity Metro Tex Rail commuter rail line at DFW North Station, and it'll provide access to downtown Fort Worth as well. And so it's under construction right now. We had a little bit of a slow start at the beginning. And so we had a little bit of challenge trying to get all of our railroad agreements and our private property acquisitions, but we're really on a roll now. And we haven't set an opening date at this point. We're still looking at the schedule based off of some of the delays that we had. But the contractors out there doing a lot of construction, if you're out there in the corridor, you'll see some utility relocations happening. You're going to see them moving dirt. So it's exciting because, it's only going to take a few years to actually build the thing. And when it finally opens, people will be able to get from Plano to the airport. And it's one of, when we do these infrastructure projects, I think I always like to kind of show kids what's happening out there. I think that's one of the best things that we can do to get people excited about transportation. Because how many kids don't like buses, trains, and construction vehicles? So that's the silver line. We're really excited about that. And then the other project that you mentioned, D2 subway, that one is sort of like a second light rail line that's going to go through downtown Dallas. It's kind of a relief valve for our existing light rail line because we currently run all of our trains down the Transit Mall on Pacific. And it gets a little congested sometimes when there's an incident. And there could be traffic that causes delays. We could cause traffic delays. And so sometimes, we really have to be thinking about, long-term resilience of our system. And the D2 subway was the proposal to try to provide that relief valve so that we could have a little redundancy in the downtown area in case something happens to the transit mall. Right now, in March this year, this is before I came on, the Dallas City Council unanimously approved a resolution to support the D2 subway project. And they did at that time ask us to take another look at the east end of the alignment. Our east end of our current alignment is going to daylight in the Deep Ellum neighborhood. And there were some challenges with that. I think the community was not in favor of that. But they asked us to take another look and see if there was a way we could avoid an impact to the Deep Ellum community. So we have identified an alignment. It's really affectionately known as 3-7A. Everybody remember that. And we're actually in the process of taking a closer look at that alignment to see what the cost of doing that alignment instead of our original preferred alignment would be. Now, I'll tell you that there are some challenges with the new alignment because there will be some operational impacts. And so we need to get out to the broader community and talk to them about what these changes might mean for people who take the Green Line today. So we want to get out there and talk to them and see if we can find a solution that will work for everyone. There's always going to be challenges no matter what you do in terms of big corridor construction projects. But, we really want to make sure that we're not disparately impacting, the low-end communities along the Green Line.
Well, this has been great information. We love talking about transit, and we have a lot of listeners who love DART and want to always find out more. So if our listeners do want to connect with you, find out more about you, the work you all are doing at DART, how can they find you?
Well, they can always come look at our website at dart.org. If you want to reach us on Facebook, our Facebook handle, I think is what it's called. See, I'm not very good at this. Dart Dallas is our Facebook ID. And then our Twitter handle is Dart Media, all one word.
Well, this has been outstanding. And so we hope to connect with you again soon. Good luck. Welcome to Dallas. And we are definitely rooting for you.
Thank you so much. It was really fun talking to you.
This is Deconstructing Dallas. We'll be right back right after this.
Welcome back, Deconstructing Dallas. Ryan Trimble, Shawn Williams. Shawn, man, that was great time listening to Nadine and hearing about her thoughts for the future of Dart.
I very much enjoy that conversation. Curveball here for you, Ryan Trimble. When you travel, do you do much, across the country, across the state? Do you do much transit in other cities when you visit?
I have. I've done the BART. I have a wild story about getting to a wedding where it was like planes, trains, and automobiles, and I was just a little greener, a little wilder. But anyway, I rode the BART. I'm trying to think. I know that Lauren and I rode what is it in Metro MARTA in Atlanta? I think it's
MARTA. I think that sounds right.
On MARTA, they have a stop that's an Emory stop, and I remember always, telling the Dart guys they needed an SMU stop, and I'm grateful that has happened.
You literally made that happen yourself.
I don't know, but I bugged everybody enough about it. That's for sure.
To get the words SMU up there,
just you got to get the letters on there, man. I had as you would expect, I had a great argument. It's like, well, we've got the Bush Library. We got to tell people where to go when they come to an SMU game. I mean, you got to have it on there. And so anyway, I'm glad that deal has finally been done and the letters are up there. I don't know. What about you, Shawn?
I think especially in New York, I've done mostly like subway in New York, some bus in New York. But yeah, if I can, I love to try it. San Diego. Definitely done, light rail or rail out there in San Diego, one of your favorite cities. So, not much in Texas though. I think in Houston, I might have done like 2 train stops.
I've done the Houston the Museum District. Mm-hmm. That's good. My one, I remember I had a 20 on me, and it's $1 to ride, and I put the 20 in. And I was like, I got 19 gold dollars back. Is it the Sacagawea dollar?
Yes.
So I got this pocket full of gold, $1 coins. It's really great.
Well, I know, for me, I don't have a lot of sports talk this week. The Aggies were unsuccessful. I think we say that they ran out of time. They ran out of time.
Ran out of time, and it's okay. It's going to be okay, because you are a proponent of chaos, and there's lots of games left still, Shawn.
Well, as far as the general college football landscape, there's a lot left to go on, and there's going to be some losses. I'm still going to watch, not as closely, because I think the Peach Bowl is out of my future, and so now. I don't know what the bowl scenario looks like for me personally, which is what matters the most, I think. But hey, man, the Ponies are still got a shot at some cool stuff.
Man, they got back on track against Central Florida. At the time of this recording, we are headed into probably the biggest game of the year for the Ponies, if not, at least one of the biggest, against Cincinnati at Cincinnati. Yeah, I don't know if you saw, Shawn. Rick Neuheisel on CBS is going with the Ponies.
I like the Ponies here, I have to say. It's not just because it's the hometown team, but I do like the Ponies here.
Well,
and I don't know, I don't make too many predictions. I don't go out on the limb too often. I usually kind of keep it close. I like the Ponies in this spot.
It's a big statement, Shawn, and I think that most people will probably definitely take the 12.5. That
definitely takes the 12.5.
Yeah. So, we'll see. It's a big test for Cincinnati. They've got, as you know, I've been beating on the college football playoff, don't call it a playoff committee, incessantly for the past several weeks. And as you say, there's lots of games left. Cincinnati's got to play SMU. They got to play at East Carolina, I believe.
And then maybe Houston, potentially.
Pretty salty bunch. They got to play potentially at Houston if they lose one of those. So a lot of football left, but I will keep banging my drum, carrying the group of 5 on my back.
Talk to me in December. Talk to me the first week of December, and let's see what this conversation sounds like. And then Cincinnati keeps winning there. So anyway, that's
yes. Well, when Alabama has 2 losses and are still number 2, then we can talk, Shawn.
Not gonna happen. Cowboys also have some, big games coming up.
Hey, here's a fun stat. When is the last time that the Cowboys led the league in points and yards?
I'm going to say, although I feel like the answer, I probably feel like, okay, the last time in points and yards, I feel like the answer is never, but I'm going to go with 1993.
1995.
Damn, I was close.
When was the last time the Atlanta Braves won the World Series, Shawn Williams?
1995.
When was the last time the Cowboys won the Super Bowl, Shawn?
It's also 1995.
The 95 season, correct, 96, but 95.
And I heard another stat that I'm not gonna beat you down with, but just look up the name of the Auburn quarterback in each of the Braves' last 3 World Series wins. Another good stat.
Oh, brother.
Well,
okay.
So I know we're down to 2 listeners now at this point, so I think we probably better shut this down.
Well, I will go tell my wife, whose middle name is Auburn, this stat. And my father-in-law. This is going to be helpful for Thanksgiving.
Good one. Yeah, look that one up.
All right. Tremendous.
All right. Well, this has been Deconstructing Dallas. We want to thank Nadine Lee, President and CEO of Dallas Area Rapid Transit, for joining us. Thanks to Gordon Shatles for helping us set the interview up. Thanks to our owners at Allen Media, Mary Woodley, Jennifer Pascal. Thanks to our entire Allen Media team, especially Samaji Best, who's been helping us put these episodes together for the last couple of months. Thanks so much, Samaji. We want to thank you, our listeners. Please, please, please share this episode with everyone you know via all your social media channels. Please leave us 5 stars and a review. I've actually was looking, and we've bumped up on our reviews and our stars lately. So thanks to everyone, and keep pushing. We're getting close to a new high on that. So keep going on that, please. And if you want to find us on social media, you can find my partner at rtrimble15, RTRIMBLE 15. You can find me at Shawn P. Williams, SHAWNP as in Patrick Williams. Please tweet this episode. Let us know what you think. We'll be back very soon. We had a great month last month. We've got another exciting episode coming to you real soon. We've got Councilmember Casey Thomas coming up with us. We're looking forward to that. So until the next time, we are looking forward to some holiday turkey and some time off. And until then, adios.